Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're talking about my first place at Locals deck profile. But this is a deck I took 4-0. Now, my favorite thing to say is matchups, or it didn't happen. My matchups were a Yosenju Stun, Ancient Gear, Burning Abyss, and then Stun Paleo type of deck. I don't know, it had like Reborn Tengu, Paleozoic. I don't know. He was 3-0. So, but this is my Pen Magician ABC deck profile. Together, they actually have a lot of really cool things, and I'll talk about it as we get into the deck profile. This is also a side deck because I did take it to an event. I did side a little bit, but let's just get into it. For the Pen Magician engine, 3 Harmonizing, 3 Purple, 3 Black Fang. These are the only 3 that you really want to run. Harmonizing is just, it's a 1-card Ignister, 1-card Omega. It's a stupid broken. Purple Poison outs any Floodgate that your opponent will summon. Unless there's a Floodgate that can't be that's unaffected by monster or can't be destroyed by monster effects. Black Fang, interestingly enough, Black Fang's stupid broken, like it has stupid broken synergy with ABC, because ABC's biggest problem, I would say, as far as just monsters are concerned, is getting rid of Borreload Dragon, because ABC, the Dragon Buster is equal to attack with Borreload Dragon. So if he attacks Borreload Dragon activates his effect, ABC Dragon Buster goes down to 2500. Boom. You can't banish Borreload Dragon because he can't be targeted by monster effects, but he can be targeted by spell effects. So you put Black Fang in the spell, you target him, you reduce him, you beat him over, and then you just go from there. And it's actually super strong and super busted. And now we get to why I thought of this deck and why I think this deck is really good. I was running 3 copies of Symphonic Warrior Guitar and 1 copy of Symphonic Warrior Mics. This is just a Symphonic engine. This is stupid broken in this deck. 2A, 3C, 3B. For the hand traps, 3 Ash, 2 Ogre. I wish this was Transcendence. I just think Transcendence is better than Ghost Ogre right now. I think Transcendence should be in every main deck. But once again, horse of a different color for a different video. But that's actually it for the monsters. A pretty hefty monster lineup because it does have it is a pendulum-based deck. But for the spells, synergistic beast of Pen Call and Duelist Alliance. Like, this is stupid. Like, if you open like Union Hanger, Guitar, Duelist Alliance, like, that's just stupid. You go Union Hanger, you search Duelist Alliance, search Pen Call, discard the piece you search off Union Hanger, add Harmonizing, add Black Fang, put Black Fang in scale, special summon Harmonizing, special summon another piece, you know, equip to that piece, link summon, do this, that, and the other, and that's all because, like, these cards synergize so well. Like, Duelist Alliance is almost always going to be live, Pen Call is almost always going to be live. It's unfortunate that these are hard ones per turns, which is why Duelist Alliance is only at 2 in this deck. Pen Call is at 3 because you just, yeah, if you open him at 2, you can discard the other Pen Call if, you know, all, if, you know, push comes to shove. But also, you need to open Pen Call. Pen Call and Union Hanger are the combo pieces of this deck. Drawing 2 Union Hangers is bad. Drawing no Union Hangers is worse. 2 Pot of Desires. And then for the 1-ofs, 1 Upstart, 1 Foolish, 1 Reborn, 1 Soul Charge. So just combo extenders, draw power, and the GOAT card in this deck gets you that final piece. Like I said, I did bring this to an event, so I do have a side deck. Go over it just as quickly as possible. 3 Twin Twisters, 3 D-Barrier, 2 copies of Droll Knockbird, really good against Trickstars, really good against True Draco, also really good against, Brandish, really good against Goki Nightmare. It's just a really good card in general. 2 copies of Mind Crush. I was playing in the last format, so I might take this out of the side deck. This is really good in a field spell heavy format, which I think we're kind of exiting a little bit. But I would definitely not cut the Solemn Brigade. I absolutely love the Solemn Brigade in this side. I would love to main the Solemn Brigade, but the Solemn Brigade doesn't do anything in my hand. I never want to run a card that's only good going first in my deck. For the Fusion Monsters, only 2 copies of ABC Dragon Buster. Every time I run this deck, because I only have 2 in my entire repertoire, every time I run this deck, I always wonder maybe I should get a 3rd, but I never really feel myself ever needing it. The duels just don't last that long. For the Link Monsters, 1 Clara, Underclock, Deco Talker, Genius. I'm going to put Clara to the side here for a second. I'm going to talk about it a little bit later. Genius is really good, stops all Floodgates. Deco Talker is the card you go into if you have Underclock Taker and a piece. Underclock Taker is just the GOAT. Omega. Now, I didn't have a full extra deck when I showed up at the locals, so I, like, last second put one together. So that's why Ignister and Thought Ruler are in here. Ignister is 100% great, but I'll put Thought Ruler over to the side here, too. Ignister was, like, the best card of, like, the deck, because I had a Genius Ignister on the field, and Genius targeted Symphonic Guitar, who had just used this effect, and Farfa, so Farfa couldn't use his Banish effect, and Ignister shuffled back Dante. So my opponent really couldn't gain any advantage at all off his Dante Farfa, which was stupid good. One Maguska, Tsukiyomi, Magister, Tornado, Cowboy. I did actually Cowboy for game somebody, so that's something spicy. But I put these cards to the side because this should be a Skull Dread, this should be a Borreload, this should be Utopia, this should be the Lightning, or assortment of others. I just don't, I have Utopia, but that's the only one I have. I don't have the other 4 monsters. If I was going to run this deck at a regional, which I'm not going to, but if I was, I would definitely try and go get those. But these cards are totally good too. I think all these cards are fine, except for really that one. But there's other cards you can run for that. But that is actually it for the deck profile. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like this? Is this something you totally want to try? It's just, you know, it's Pen Magicians, you know, because they discard with Pen Call, they discard with Guitar, they discard, you can discard a piece. Because a lot of times, the biggest problem you have in ABC is you just draw too many materials. Not in this deck. This deck also has a crap ton of Ash Blossom bait. Like, if you Desires... Like, literally, if you Desires and they Ash that, you literally just won the duel. Because they Desires that, you go Duelist Alliance, Pen Call, Union Hanger, you just snap off of that. Or if they, you know, they Ash Blossom your Terraforming, you could still potentially win even without the Union Hanger. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Click that like button to show your support for the channel. Most importantly of all, though, have a good day.
My big brother was Big's brother. Used to be Dame and Biggs.